We've been watching the progress outside as we get this camper moved out of here. This camper that we lived in for 5.5 years. It's been quite the process. But I wanted to tell you one of the goals that I had for this year on this channel was I was really hoping to get to the point where we could monetize our channel by the end of the year. And I am really pleased to tell you that because of you guys, whoever might have signed up, subscribed, whoever did that made it possible for us to get our channel monetized. And so now, as of today, as of this morning, we have been monetized, and so far we have made $1.80. Don't laugh, it is a start.
Welcome to Ridgehaven Homestead. From the mountains of Upper East Tennessee, we share snippets of our off-grid life, cabin build, and garden blessings. Pour yourself a cup of tea, sit back, and take a peek into our off-grid home and family.
I'm actually really tickled pink to be able to tell you that because, you know, it was a long time coming. I think that it's been about 1.5 years that I first made my first video, which was August of 2023. And so I knew that it was going to take a while. This is not my only thing that I do. In fact, it is something that I just have to squeeze into the bare places. So if I was able to dedicate more time to full-time YouTubing, I'm sure that I could have done it a little bit sooner because I've seen other people do it in a smaller amount of time. But that's okay. I feel really satisfied with where we are so far. We reached our first 1,000 subscribers. I think it was somewhere August or September of this year, just a little after a year's anniversary. And that was my first milestone. You can get partial monetization with like memberships and things like that if you get 500 subscribers and I believe it's 3,000 watch time hours. I think that's what it is. Don't quote me on the watch time hours. But I knew that there was one tier, and so we reached that tier a few months ago. But the main tier that I was really kind of hoping that we would reach so that we could kind of have a little bit of a return for our labor was the 4,000 watch time hours, and it's really pretty hard to get a lot of watch time hours when you're a small channel. So you just have to be patient, and as people discover and have discovered who we are and what we're doing, then we've gained some more people coming along. So I just really appreciate all you guys, and I'm keeping an eye out the window here because we have a lot going on. We have people who are building steps off of our closed-in front porch. We are moving our camper out of here. We have an off-grid homestead that we've been living on for a little over 6 years now, six and a quarter years, something like that. And let me tell you, it's been a real journey. We have carved this out of just the side of a mountain. You can see our mountains behind us. I don't want to open the window because it's very loud. They're running pressure washers and generators and stuff like that. So it's loud. We bought 26 acres in rural East Tennessee, 100% wooded, 100% hilly, and there was nothing here. And so we've cut our driveway, we've cleared whatever is cleared, which is the small place for our house and for our greenhouse and solar panels and camper that we stayed in while we were building. So it's been a real journey. It's been a journey of faith, and we definitely refer to this building process as the wilderness years. And we still are in the wilderness years of this project, but we're getting closer all the time to being finished, and it is such a blessing. We've learned so much. Our kids were pretty young when we first started. It's been 6.5 years, and wow, where have we come? We never dreamed it would take this long to get to where we are. And I'm not talking about the YouTube channel, I'm just talking about actually building on our property, working on our cabin, and getting settled in. And so we definitely are not finished. But today is the monumental day because I am acknowledging our monetization, and I am acknowledging the fact that it is a happy day for us. This is a strange kind of happy. I was telling somebody else just a few minutes ago it's a weird kind of happy that we are kind of rejoicing at getting the camper out of here. And I know a lot of you would be like, why do you want to take the camper out? You could just save it for a guest home. I don't know, there's just something about it that it represents moving on to us. It's a milestone. It's kind of a, this is where we were and this is where we're going. And to be honest, the camper isn't serving us anymore. We thought about making it for a guest home, but it's just too hard to maintain and keep it from getting humid when we're not living in it. And so we didn't ever have like, we always ran a generator on it, and then we had like a wood stove in a room right off of it so that we could keep it warm and keep the humidity down. And so, yeah, it's just not serving us. It's not where we want to be now. And so it was time to get it out. If you've been watching the last year, a little bit over a year, you've seen some of our progress. You've seen basically the shell of the house develop and turn into something more of a home, and we're still striving to get it more that way. And I'm watching Squirt here. She's going crazy. She doesn't like the noise around her. Hey baby. She's very Twitter-pated. So the monetization, I would just encourage you, whoever you are, if you want to make it on YouTube, you have to just put in the work. It is a lot of work. I have several friends who do YouTube. Everyone that I know does it part-time. And so when you do something part-time, it's hard to achieve the results that people who do it 24/7 full-time can achieve. But that's okay. If you have a goal, just keep pressing on and you will get there. And I know that because we are now at the point where we are set to make a little bit of revenue, but that will 100% depend on us and our faithfulness and our dedication to the task. So we know that that is something that we have to just stick with. And there have been people who've said, why are you wanting to do this? What are you trying to accomplish? And my main goal on this channel is to portray, sorry, that window was bugging me. It was kind of like cockeyed. I would like to portray on this channel what an accurate representation of off-grid life looks like. We have so many views of the off-grid life, and people have different impressions of what that looks like. Some people say it's a little house on the prairie. Some people say it's, basically like you're living in a tent. We've done a lot of those things. The kids have lived in a tent sometimes. We've lived in the camper. So we've basically done the camping thing, and a long time spent in the camper just kind of gives us the desire to be a little bit more settled. And so we are not where we started. We're not also where we want to be yet. We still have so many things to accomplish, but we can look back and see such progress. Even from the beginning of this channel, we can see the progress. And when I look back on those videos, I'm so encouraged. And I believe that we are improving our videos. I believe that we are making progress in all areas. And so I'm very interested to know my viewers, and I love to interact with you guys. I love it when you comment and just tell me where you are coming from as well, because some of you are living an off-grid life or a quasi-off-grid life, and I love to connect with people, especially those who have questions. And I've recently made another friend who is also on solar, and that's really cool. I've really appreciated her perspective because, if you don't live an off-grid life, sometimes you have so many questions and you just don't understand what it's like. And so I can't tell you 100% what it's like if you were to do it, but I can tell you some of the things that we've experienced and some of the things that we've learned. We have pretty much done everything the wrong way, and so we're willing to share our foibles and mistakes in the hopes that you can benefit from our knowledge and from our mistakes, and hopefully from some of our successes. So in closing, I just want to thank you all for coming to my channel in whatever capacity, whether you are a subscriber, a new person, or you just stumbled. and saw this crazy redhead. Sometimes I do call myself the crazy redhead on the ridge, and that's okay. We are all a little bit crazy up here. This life sometimes makes us crazy. And sometimes I am definitely that crazy cat woman. And here is my little pal Squirt. And she wants to say hi, and she just wants to thank you for coming along and joining us for a little bit of our journey. Until next time, I again want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. And I just thank you for watching this video. Please like it and subscribe if you are interested in following our off-grid journey. And until next time, may God bless you richly. I hope that you stay well and stay safe. And again, may God's blessings be upon you on the next new year. Happy 2025 from Ridgehaven Homestead.